set of downs for the offense. First down. Movement here from the tight end. And there's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And here's the return now from midfield. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run it. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Rashada. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They go with a direct snap. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Dogs looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down here for this offense. And a handoff as they run the counter play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Dogs trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out with the 32.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers. On first and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, but we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and affect him.
Handoff to the back. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Sticking with the running game. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback dropping back, trying to create outside the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid this sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
You know, nice design here with the bootleg to get him out to the outside, off to the right. Looks downfield, nobody's open, so instead of throwing it and forcing it into coverage, he's got the athletic ability there to pick up a nice couple yards.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's a run. Running back's got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown. Tied. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. Well spotted at the 42.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the...
Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Here's the handoff. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that
play. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. That's a strong stiff arm. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, and they also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Running back with the football. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Looks like Georgia will have the first down. They move to the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Makes it second down. To throw, it's Rashada. The pass rush closing in. And he's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. That sack sets up a third down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Oh, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back.
He's going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And here's the handoff. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's an out route, the catch made, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5 wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on 3rd down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Back to throw. It's Rashada. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's looking deep here. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they go in front here in the second half.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. As the kickoff team, let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he steps out of bounds, but that's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Hit as he released it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Georgia. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. He flips it to the back across the middle. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. He's looking to scramble. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Run for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Defense is coming after him. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
He'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the same runner's got it again. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. And they pick up the first on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Dogs will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Direct snap to the back. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Dogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Scott. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quick pass. The catch is made. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Going for a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. And they'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. QB decides to keep it here. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll run it to the right side. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bama. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Quarterback keeps the football. And he stopped short. Big play by the defense. It's still a 3-score margin here. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Just short completion of the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing pressure. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The defense stops him short of the markers. Now it's 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's running. He'll take a deep shot here. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's the 2nd down play.
42 Slider.
Looking to pass. It's Rashada. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And this one is getting ugly. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself in a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 20, crosses the 10, takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama. And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Not much the defense can do here. Time to just kneel down and take the victory home. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to pass here on second down. There's contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. He dropped it. Somehow, that is a fitting ending the way this offense has played today. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.